And so, you know, my daughter had never been in any trouble. We were that model Christian family, teaching on marriage and family, and so it wasn't like we had a problem child who got tricked. You see, these are forces that work in darkness and had a manipulation behind it to where, you know, women are vulnerable because when a man says, I have to have you, I need you, he captivated that place in her that is a very strong nurturing place in a very tricky way.
You talk about in the book the anger, guilt, and embarrassment.
Oh, just complete, utter devastation for my husband and I. Immediately,
you just wanted to leave town?
Oh, yes. I mean, we were the pastors of the church, and I didn't want to stay in the church. Now, that's bad, isn't it? But I understand now why, when painful things happen, it's not that anyone did anything to mistreat us in our church. They were wonderful. But for over 2 years, they didn't know what happened. See, we couldn't tell them. And you know, there can be people suffering around us right now. We don't know the whole story.
That's why God bless you for stepping out, because you are now the sounding board for people that have the same thing in mind. I just got to exit.
Yes. Did you know that 1 in 4 girls are sexually abused in our culture by the age of 18? And we think 1 in 5 to 6 boys. We don't know.
Wow.
But it's kept secret,
yes,
right?
and many people think that's way underestimated because, see, that's the other confusing thing. He didn't physically rape her. Thank God. The law enforcement said we were probably days away. He was trying very hard to make that physical contact.
And you probably would have met him someplace, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
How did this come to light?
The $800 cell phone bill was just a total
big
crazy.
flag.
No, of course, you know. And the odd thing is, and I really believe this is the Lord raising up a standard against this, is there was no reasonable reason why this man would have allowed that cell phone to show his calls, because he's a very intelligent man too.
They're asking you questions now. What is this?
Yes, my dad called me and he said, Kalyn, I found this phone bill, $800. Do you know anything about it? And I lied and lied and lied and lied and lied. I had had nightmares for weeks that this would happen, you know, that someone was going to find out this secret, because I was performing overachieving on the outside while I hid this secret.
You're talking about overachiever. I mean, you're an A student.
Yes.
And everything you do is like, it's out of the roof.
Yeah, I was very, very high level performing normally as a student, but I had really, in the last few months, I remember in my mind, I was compensating for the guilt and the shame that I felt and how disappointed I knew my family would be if they knew what was really going on.